Right, today's training is on commitments, and commitment's a word that is very, very often used, but very, very often misunderstood. So there is an absolutely monumental difference between being interested in something or wanting something and being 100% committed towards achieving it, but most importantly, doing the work needed to. So if someone says, no, one day I'd like to, oh yeah, I'm kind of interested in, oh, maybe, you can see how kind of weak it is, right? It's not a commitment. Like people say, oh yeah, I'm interested in losing weight. Well, are you? Are you interested in losing weight, or are you committed to doing whatever you need to do to lose weight? I'm interested in building shape and some more muscle. Well, are you? Or are you committed to doing whatever you need to achieve that? Because that's two different things. And this is the difference between winning and losing, because interested is flaky. Hope isn't a strategy. And we need to be committed. And I want you to come away from this one training today just remembering that one word: commitment. Dave Darby's put his cam down because he's about to do a strip for us. Oh no, he's got a sup on. We're lucky. So it's flaky. And what interested means I will do something when it's convenient for me. Interested means I might do something later if I feel like it. Interested means if I have time once I've put everything else first. Okay. And your actions will be led by your emotions. So always remember commitment versus interest. I've said this so many times. My plan dictates my actions. My schedule dictates my actions. My goals dictate my actions, not my feelings. I'm not going to, at 6 o'clock, wait and see how I feel, and I'll write Mark Newton's training plan if I feel like it. I'm committed to writing Mark Newton's training plan at 6 o'clock. I'm not going to turn up for this live for you guys if I feel like it. I'm committed to turning up every single day. That's why there's one of these videos every day, a brand new one, because I'm committed to delivering a better service than any other coach in this country. There is not another coach that does that. It's commitment. We can't let our emotions rule our actions. And committed is when you do the work regardless of how you feel, regardless of who's watching. That's integrity, by the way, as well. Doing the work when no one's watching, doing what you said you'd do long after the thought has left your mind. So you're either 100% committed to what you want, your body, your mind, your future, your business, who you are as a human, a parent, a partner, and everything in between, or you're not. And your work in any area of life is the measurement of how committed you are. Michael Phelps was asked on a podcast, why is the world's best swimmer? Or I think it was his coach actually that was asked why he's the best in the world. And his coach said, he's talented, but he's not more talented than any other swimmers that I've worked with. In fact, there's swimmers that I've worked with that are more talented than Michael. So why is he the best in the world? Why has he smashed every single record going? He said, because he's more committed. He gets in the pool on Christmas Day. He gets in the pool on Boxing Day. He gets in the pool every day on holidays. He's done that every day for 7 years. He gets in the pool and still does something even when he's feeling under the weather. He's the most committed athlete I've ever working with, and that's why he's the world champion. Notice he didn't even say the hardest working. He didn't say the most talented. He said the most committed. He's got the highest level of commitment. And people who succeed, whether it's in body, business, or being, are fully committed to doing what they need to do, whether they feel like it or not. If you become all about your feelings, like eradicate this phrase. If you use this phrase, I might go to the gym later, I'm going to see how I feel. Get that out of your life. I might go to the gym later if I have time. Guess what? You won't, because other people will push into your life and make their priorities your priorities. You guys will get pretty used to this when If you're old, you'll be used to my bluntness. If you're new, you might not be. But it's when someone contacts me today and says, "Hi Lee, is there any chance that we could book a call this afternoon? How urgent is it on a level of 1 to 10? Unless it's a 10, i.e. suicidal, the answer's a fucking no. Straight up, with no apologies. I don't wait until 9 o'clock this morning to plan my schedule for the day. And when it's planned, it's planned. To get real good at saying no as well. Because guess what happens if I say yes to 4, 5, 6 of them and my 6x600 meter sprints that I've got to do at 7 o'clock tonight? What happens if my day runs over? What happens if I become a people pleaser? What happens if I start saying yes to everyone and letting people control my day, not my schedule? Now, granted, there are things outside of this, emergencies, urgencies that have to be dealt with. But generally, your day should be your day and it should be scheduled this morning and then be committed to staying towards it. So the only reason you won't get results in any area of life is quite simply because you haven't done the work. It's not about talent. I'm not talented. It's not about being gifted, not about your background, it's not about your upbringing. It's whether you do the work or not. I went to town last week, didn't I, about the person who told me that they could never lose weight because everyone in their family's always been big. Like, what the F? Like, no, everyone in your family has always been lazy, made excuses, and eaten too many fucking calories. That's why everyone in your family's been big. And that's been built down through generations. It's not your fault, but it's the truth. Whether you choose to accept it or not, that's up to you. But X, your metabolism is no different to any other person's. They just did the work, you didn't. We know this. Successful people do the work every day. Successful people do the work even when they don't feel like it. And commitment is the building blocks and the foundations of all success. So just remember that word. And again, some of you will be going, oh God, this is me. Good, because you're aware of it now. Once you're aware of it, you can take ownership of it. Once you take ownership of it, you can take responsibility for it. But do you think a successful world champion would say, I'm going to get started after Christmas? Do you think a world champion would say, I'm just going to get this holiday out of the way, then I'll get started? Do you think a world champion would say, I might go to the gym later, I'll see how I feel like it? No, they wouldn't ever use that language because we pay the rent. That was one of the trainings. Your rent is due every day. Now, don't get this confused with you need to be disruptive. You need to be over restrictive. You need to live on chicken, fresh air, water, and broccoli. You know, you need to do 6 hours of training every day. That's not what it's about. We're not talking about the level of intensity of the thing. We're talking about showing up for yourself every day and doing the small things properly, tracking your food every day, hydrating every day, doing your training every day, doing 30 minutes of mindset work every day, doing your steps every day. We're not talking big things. And again, this is what I said to so many people that didn't end up joining. I'm going to start after Christmas. I'm like, how does Christmas stop you doing 30 minutes of cardio every day in December? Well, it doesn't. Exactly. You're full of shit. That's all it is. It's just another thing that we can use to put things off. And that is the most non-committal thing ever, because we're not really willing to do the work to do it. So we have to do the work. You know, and again, committed, successful people, they don't stop when they go on holiday, but they're sensible on holiday. They don't stop at Christmas. And this is not just in fitness and fat loss. This is in, like, you guys know who were probably on the list before who haven't joined. Like, when do you not see a Facebook post from me? When do I not post? Can you remember the last day I didn't post a reel? Go through my Instagram. I posted one every day last year. Send an email almost every day to my marketing list because I'm committed to building my business. I'm committed to helping as many people as possible. I don't just send an email on days when I feel like it. I send an email every day because that's what I'm committed to. But a big thing, especially if you're new, for you to get a handle on is with the business coaches that I work on. This is literally, again, what some of them were, I don't think email marketing's really working, Lee. I don't think reels are really working. Why is that? Well, I did one every day last week and I've not made any sales. Right. Well, come back to me in 365 days when you've done everyone every day and then see how your sales are. Or I've tracked food for 7 days and I don't look like a Greek god or goddess. Okay. It's commitment over time without being that disruptive that you can't keep it as a lifestyle. So you don't just do it on days like you feel like it. And you also don't just do it on 7 days and then give up because you don't see the results. Okay. All the things that are preached work if they're done well consistently over time. If you're not seeing results in fat loss, there's only 2 reasons. You're either not doing the work or you haven't done it long enough. That is it. So when we are committed to the cause consistently over time, with it becoming a lifestyle and doing the work on the days we don't feel like it, that's where the true success is. It's easy to do the work. It's easy to go for a run in summer when the sun's out and you can go around Mother Valley. Not so easy to go today, is it? When there's muddy puddles and it's freezing cold and you don't feel like it. So it's doing the work on those days that's most important. Now, you know, when you're motivated, when you're with your coach, when people are watching, when the fans are there, I've said this time and time again, the 100-mile challenge was easier for me than some of the training runs. Like you say to me, do you want to run 103 miles, Lee, with, you know, hundreds of people there watching at the end, 3 different sets of press there, your coach, everyone, your family, or do you want to go and do a 60-mile training run? I'd pick the 103 miles every time because it's easier when people are watching. It's easier when there's accountability. What was effing hard was the training runs when I had to get up and do 60 milers in 27 degrees heat, one of them. Nobody there, absolutely nobody there, just me on my own for 12.5 hours, I think it was. So that's the work that counts, not the showboating on the days. But, you know, we have to understand that this is what separates winners from losers. This is what separates interested people from committed people. This is what separates failure from success. It's doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Do you think I feel like doing one of these videos every day? I hope I look like it and I convince you that you do, that I do. But trust me, some days I don't. Some days I really don't want to go to the gym. Some days I really don't want to send an email. I really don't want to do a reel. I'll have a paddy to the level with once I threw my phone at a wall because I'm normal, because I had a tantrum about getting annoyed with reels because I'm not a content creator. I'm a coach and I'm sick of being a content creator. But guess what? If I don't get good at becoming a content creator, I'm not going to have any clients and then I can't coach. So you need to suck it up sometimes and also do the things that you don't like to get you towards the things that you do want to get. But, you know, what I want you to learn in this period as well is don't just commit to 4, 8, 12 weeks or whatever area of life you sign up to something for a certain amount of time. Commit to a way of life. Like there's nothing that restrictive on here that you can't continue it forever. So commit to looking after your body for life. Commit to looking after your body, your mind for life, because the journey never ends. There is no destination. I said this last week. We're not going to work for 12 weeks, get in shape, and then be able to stay in shape without doing the thing that we did for 12 weeks to get in shape. But nothing will stop a committed person. Okay. And it, like I said, it's not about a lack of talent. It's not a lack of talent that holds you back. It's not a lack of skills. It's not your height. It's not your weight. It's not anything else. It is only a lack of commitment. A lack of commitment is the only thing that will hold you back, or a lack of desire to commit 100%. This is why some people are so non-committal. Like this is the work. This is why I've got 2 appointment setters now who work for me, like messaging and doing outreach, because I just can't do it because it triggers me too much. People are so non-committed. Like you wouldn't believe. I've got guys and girls, right, who pop up in my Instagram DMs, who pop up in my Facebook DMs, and they ask the same Cover Your Kids Ears stupid fucking questions that they asked me 12 months ago and 12 months before that, and they still haven't done anything. And I will literally say, mate, you know what my plan is. You know what I do. You've asked me all these dumbass questions before. I don't mean to be rude, but do you want to join or not? I'm not sure. Good. Stop messaging me then. Like, I only want committed people. And if you can't commit, there's no point having the conversation. But again, that's what people will do, you know, and you might find yourself doing this. You either need to decide you're in or you're out. You're going to do the work or you're not. Asking questions, telling your story, talking about why it's different for you. What happened with your last coach? What you think? No, wasted energy, all of it. Commit to doing the work. And these people, much like you might have been in the past, and if you were and you're not now and you're here, congratulations, because you obviously overcame that and became committed. But if you want anything, you got to commit to it. You can't do it with 50%. You can't do it with half-assed. You can't do it on only on the days when you feel like it. And I'm going to end on this one quote because I think it is absolutely phenomenal. I can't remember who said it, but it definitely wasn't me and it was somebody else. Commitment is staying true to what you said you would do long after the mood when you said it in has gone. That is what commitment is. So this week, let's get committed, let's do the work, and let's get the rewards. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll let you know what the time is, and I will also see all the newbies on the welcome meeting at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. Have a phenomenal start to the week.